Hello and welcome to Divine Duality Tarot. My name is TJ. This video today is for you, Taurus, for it's the middle week of the month of December. December 12th, I believe, is the start of it. What I'm going to do for you today is a simple relationship spread to kind of get an idea of your energy going into it in relation to your partners, and really see if we can get to the bottom of what to expect for that week. And it's always nice to have a little forewarning. So Taurus, I'm going to do a 3-card spread, and if any of those meanings are just a little too vague for our liking, I do have a second deck here for clarification purposes. So with that said, let's get the energy going into this. Moon, Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Okay. So what we got here is the Moon. The Moon is clarity in a relationship, truth coming to light. It's a lot of the opportunity for honest conversation, and that going both ways. Instead of, you talking at someone, it's you talking to someone, or vice versa. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is generosity and dependability. Somebody who is there for you when you need it, or you being there for someone when they need it. Being dependable is a good thing. And then you have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is defensiveness, but also boundaries. Boundaries can be a good thing when defining roles in a relationship. Knowing who's responsible for what when it comes to emotional fulfillment, when it comes to financial fulfillment, when it comes to just regular responsibilities around your home, or the start of a new relationship, and defining who is in what position to do whatever it is. So on the surface, I'm really thinking that a new phase of a relationship, or a new relationship in general, is going to blossom, because we have the Moon, which really helps represent the beginning of real communication, the ability for you to be open and being generous with your feelings, with your heart, with whatever kind of partnership that you have to offer. Being dependable with your conversation promotes honesty, and honesty is very important. But this defensiveness or boundaries is kind of throwing me off a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clarify. I'm definitely going to clarify this one. And just to kind of get a good idea of what you're going into it with, I'm going to clarify the Moon as well. I think generosity, dependability is pretty self-explanatory as of right now. But if that changes as we delve deeper into this, then we will do what we must. And what do we got for this Seven of Wands? What is the message? Why are we either defensive, or what are these boundaries about? King of Swords, and then the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. All right. So this rational communication, this clarity in the relationship, this truth coming out, is represented by the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is celebration. Could be, and it's kind of why I'm thinking it's a new phase of a relationship. It could be a wedding or an anniversary, or a new child or new family member of some kind, or legitimately starting a new relationship. That celebration of success is there. That's part of the clarity of the relationship, is that there is success. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is self-value. So this clarity in the relationship is we're starting to see who is in what role. The desire, your energy going into it, is to celebrate the idea of knowing what your place is in that relationship. And you have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is promiscuity. I don't really think that has too much of a role to play in that, Taurus. I think it's more so the overwhelmed and drama. So this clarity is getting away from the drama. So this drama is what's going on right now, and we are getting clarity going into this week. So the crap is starting to get pushed aside because the truth of this relationship is coming to light. This defensiveness for it is represented, or boundaries, is represented by the King of Swords. The King of Swords is rational, honest communication. It's being able to convey your point clearly and concisely. So that's really making me lean toward the boundaries, because you are telling somebody how far they can go. You have the Queen of Pentacles again, generosity, dependability. This is really throwing me into that whole boundaries and the creation of boundaries, not necessarily the breaking of, because you are showing that you can depend on your half of the role in the relationship. They can depend on you to be who you are. And you can depend on yourself to be who you are. You're honest with yourself, being genuine. And then you have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is feminine energy, but more so openness. So this is definitely representing boundaries, likely the creation of new boundaries, or the very strict reiteration of the ones that should already be there, but you are open to their side of it. So this is all about defining your role in the relationship and really making sure that you have those boundaries set. Because I think right at the moment going into it, there's confusion. There's a lot of soul searching in what your point in the whole thing even is in the first place. More than likely there's been some kind of drama, going into this, maybe some, unfortunately and hopefully not, Taurus, but there could have been some kind of argument or legitimate fight about what's going on, or a genuine misunderstanding, which is why boundaries is going to play a very important role, because you have to know who you are in this relationship, and you have to know who they are in this relationship. So this is going to be all about team building. Definitely about team building. So let's see what their energy going into this week is, and make sure that you're not going to be walking into a hornet's nest when you go to talk about who is it they are and you are in this relationship. All right. So Tauruses, ooh, man, oh man. We have there's a lot of queens. There's a lot of queens. A lot of queens. So you have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a logical approach, truth. So this is really playing into the whole clarity in your relationship, getting past the drama. So at this point, I think that they are going to be more receptive to what you have to say, as long as you are clear about what you are trying to say, as long as you are really putting your ideas out there in a way that they can understand. So if you know that they have a limit to what they can rationalize, use that to your benefit for maximum effectiveness when it comes to setting those boundaries. You have the Queen of Cups again, which is your openness. So you both are receptive, which plays along with that communication. And this is a good one for going into this, is they have balance. They are in a good state of mind, a equivalent state of mind. If they've been aggressive lately, they may still come off that way, but those emotions that may be leading to confusion, I think, are starting to kind of part. So it may be one of those things where all you have to do is just say the right words to kind of open that door, and you will have the ability to get things started. So get it in your mind what you want and go into it just full on. Just go into it. Tell them what your role is. Tell them, find out what they think their role is, and really get a good gauge of what this relationship is or will be or should be. And wherever there's cracks in that is where you need to look into setting boundaries. Because if you can fill those cracks in with knowing what you're supposed to do and when you're supposed to do it, who's responsible for paying this bill, if you know that it is your responsibility to do that, then there's no lapse in communication. Everybody knows their point. So with that said, Taurus, please leave a comment below if this resonates with you. And like and subscribe so you can get the next video that comes out. And with that, Taurus, I will see you next week.